Hello, welcome. This is Professor Tennyson Mokuchini. I am the Executive Dean of the College of Graduate Studies. Welcome to Getting to Know About Us. I will, of course, walk you through some of the often asked questions about who we are, what we're here for. And as I do that, I will take my face off the screen for a while just to speak you through some of the key things about us. Once again, welcome to the College of Graduate Studies. Who are we? We are one of UNISA's colleges, and we are distinct from the others by virtue of being a service college. We serve as a leader of excellence in postgraduate studies and research, and our job is to make sure that excellence in research and all matters related to research is mainstreamed across all the colleges at UNISA. We are the hub for institutional support to all our postgraduate students and all the staff members who assist them. As a college, we make sure that we offer support to our students and academics so that they make optimal use of the open distance e-learning mode of delivery that UNISA is famed for. Of course, when we help our students, we help you from the start of your journey as a postgraduate student all the way to your graduation. And our priorities are very easily spelled out, and they straddle across two specific areas. Firstly, we provide a central hub for our honors, postgraduate diploma, master's and doctoral students within UNISA to enhance excellence in and accelerate the completion of their postgraduate qualifications. We also offer supervisory capacity development for all our supervisors that the university has. One of our main priorities is to ensure an exceptional postgraduate experience for our students by offering wide-ranging postgraduate administrative support interventions. And of course, one of the things we are known for and have been tasked with is to make sure that we optimize the university's catalytic niche areas. These niche areas are 10 areas of science that have been specifically identified by our Vice Chancellor as areas that we need to give priority to. The niche areas include marine studies, aviation and aeronautical studies, automotive sciences, energy, space study and the square kilometer array, the fourth industrial revolution and digitalization, the natural sciences, health studies, medicine, feminist, womanist, Bosadi theorizations, and of course, student support and co-curricular activities. One will wonder why these areas. The reasons are simple. Firstly, we've identified areas that have very significant potential to make quite substantial changes to society as we know it. Take, for example, health studies and medicine. Our primal objective is to ensure that we are at the cutting edge of research around health studies and medicine so we can deal with any challenges that society has to deal with. Of course, the other reason that we exist or support the catalytic niche areas is to ensure that previously overlooked subject fields finally get to be mainstreamed. So previously marginalized groups have access to this. And finally, these catalytic niche areas are historically areas that have very substantive funding that goes towards them, and we get a chance to actually make sure that we give access to our students so that they too can in turn have access to the many financial resources and grants that are available in these fields. What programs does the College of Graduate Studies offer? As I've said, our job, our primary focus is to ensure that we capacitate our students. We also capacitate everybody who supports them in their journey. With respect to supporting and capacitating our students, we have a wide range of short-term workshops, seminars, and lectures that we deliver. And these speak to all the challenges that students have throughout their study journey. If you are interested in something more substantive, we have a flagship program called the Accelerated Honors, Masters, and Doctoral Support Program. This is a state-of-the-art, one only in the world type of program that supports students 365 days of the year through a mixture of lectures, seminars, workshops, which you can access anytime, anywhere, and at your convenience. And of course, the program does more than just share content with you. We also avail academics, world-leading academics who offer you guidance in addition to the support you would have received from your supervisor. And then, of course, we also have a primal objective of supporting our academics. And to do that, we have another state-of-the-art flagship program called the Supervisory Capacity Development Program. This is a 4-month-long program that trains our supervisors in all the different pedagogical skills, all the skills to do with providing exceptional learner support, all the skills that ensure that they have advanced awareness of research methodologies. All those are taught to our 2,300 supervisors that the university has on their books. And of course, that program is certificated. So when you complete it, essentially those who complete it have as close to a driver's license to supervision as possible. Those are just two of our offerings that we have. Beyond that, we have a lot of other courses to do with very difficult areas that students struggle with, from statistical analysis to grant writing or even writing for publication. Now that I've marketed us so well, I know your next question is, how on earth do we find this College of Graduate Studies? Essentially, we are everywhere. And these are some of the spaces that you can find us on. You will know that we have a very, very vibrant presence on our social media. You can, of course, visit us on our Facebook groups, or we have a Twitter handle, which you can see. We have a Facebook page, and of course, we have much of our content is available on YouTube. And if you're at all interested in accessing this, take a moment to scan the QR code on the right upper hand of your screen, and that will open you access to a world of support, to a world of excellence that's provided by the College of Graduate Studies. I thank you very much for paying attention to this, and I look forward to seeing you on any one of our platforms.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tembeka Chikudo. I will be presenting to you the application and registration process for the honors degrees and the postgraduate diplomas. I will first start with the application dates, which are as follows. Our application process started on the 1st of September to the 13th of October, and it was also extended up to the 17th of November 2023. Let me quickly project my slides. Our application dates from the honors degrees and the postgraduate diplomas are as follows. For 2024 academic year, we started with our applications on the 1st of September to the 13th of October, and the application process was extended to 17 November 2023. The application fee of 135 to first-time applicants at UNISA is payable. If you are a returning student, you need not pay the 135 rands for the application fee because you have already paid for the application fee. You have already been allocated a student number. There is an exception to the extension of the applications for the qualification of postgraduate diploma in applied psychometry. This particular qualification from the College of Economic and Management Sciences closed on the 1st of October 2023. In other words, there is no extension to this program due to a limited number of spaces available and a specific selection procedure that the department is using in the College of Economic and Management Sciences. I will now move on to the application process. The application process, all applications are done online only. The applications will be evaluated based on the approved admission requirements as well as the availability of spaces. The correspondence for application outcome will then be sent to the MyLife email address of the student or the personal email address of the student if the student is applying for the first time at UNISA. The student will receive an offer, and it is important for a student or applicant to accept or decline the offer within 10 working days. Let's now proceed to the registration process, which normally takes place after the application process has been done. Once you receive your offer, you will accept it or decline it, and then you will now proceed to the registration. Our registration dates at UNISA are still to be announced for the 2024 academic year. Our applications are also done online only. All the honors and postgraduate diploma studies have 120 NQF credits. Students must please take note of that. The minimum period to complete an honors degree or a postgraduate diploma qualification is 1 year. There is a maximum period that is also can be taken to complete your honors or postgraduate diploma qualification. During the registration process, a student is allowed to defer the studies. This process can only be done, or a student can only apply for deferment before the 28th of February 2024. Let me further elaborate more on this deferment and the cancellation of the studies that will be now be addressed in this slide, because a lot of students, they do confuse these two terminologies. Cancellation of studies, it's done when a student has registered for the academic year but feel that they cannot no longer continue with the studies. The deferment process can only be done before a student can register for the academic year. So please, students, just take note of that. Take note of that difference between these two, because you cannot register for an academic year and then few months down the line you come and you request your deferment. That cannot be done. You only defer to tell us that you are not coming to study in a particular academic year. When you do your cancellation, you can access the cancellation by logging into your My UNISA platform and request your cancellation. And please take note, there are financial implications that are involved when you request to cancel your module, depending on where you are at with your studies. All that information is made available as students from the student rules and policies. So please take note of this website or this link so that you know exactly what are the implications when you request the cancellation. And when you want to do the deferment, you can also access the deferment platform. There is an application form that is made available on the website. There are email addresses for all the colleges. In other words, if you are registered at College of Accounting Sciences, there is an email address for College of Accounting Science, and to all other colleges that are also listed within this slide. So please, colleagues, a plea that you must please use the email address where you are registered. In other words, the email address for your relevant college. I hope that is clear. That will be all for now in terms of our application process, as well as the registration process. If there is any information that you did not hear correctly or you did not understand, you are more than welcome to visit on our website that link for the student policies and the student rules. Thank you very much for your attention.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so glad that you could join us this evening. I'm Eleanor Swanepoel, Acting Deputy Director in the College of Graduate Studies, Department of Postgrad Administration. I'm going to take you through the master's and doctoral application processes. And if you follow these processes, it will be a quick and easy way to apply. And applications are done online. I am now going to switch off my camera in order to do the presentation. Thank you so much. Good, let's look at the applications and admissions. The application dates, it's already open for this year, for 2024. You will have until the 10th of November to still apply for the 2024 academic year. If you have any inquiries, you can refer these to mnd@unisa.ac.za. We offer different types of qualifications on the master's level. We have qualifications by coursework, where you will have 4 modules where you will write exams or submit portfolios. There's a research proposal module and a mini dissertation. You have to pass at least 2 modules before you can register for the research proposal. And only once you completed the research proposal may you register for the mini dissertation. You have 3 years to complete this qualification. Then we have the research master's degree. This is a dissertation on an approved topic. The dissertation comprises a written document, but in your first year, you will do a research module, a research proposal module that you have to do, and it is incorporated into the first year of the dissertation. You may complete this qualification in 1 year, and you also have 3 years to complete this qualification. You will see that on both the masters and doctors, where we have 3 years to complete the qualification, a little asterisk. If it's really necessary and there is circumstances, you are welcome to apply for 1 further year to complete the master's qualification. Then if we move to the doctoral qualification, again, 2 options. There is a thesis, oral examination that is also called a viva voce, and 2 manuscripts that must be submitted, and that is the curriculum for this qualification. You can then also opt to do your doctoral degree by publication. You will also do an oral examination and 2 manuscripts as part of that curriculum. You have 6 years to complete this qualification, and again, you may apply for 1 further year if you find that it is necessary for you to request for 1 extension. And for a doctoral degree, you must be registered for 2 years before you may submit for examination. Again, with the doctoral degrees, the thesis, whether you do just the written thesis or by publication, part of that will be a research proposal, a research proposal that you have to complete in your first year. The requirements around the PhD by publication, that will be available to you via your supervisor. What to do before you apply? It is so easy to just go onto the web, click on apply, and then make your application. You need to be prepared before you start your online application process. For our students with foreign qualifications, if you're applying for a master's degree and you completed your 4-year bachelor's degree or your honours degree at the university outside of the borders of South Africa, you have to apply for a certificate of evaluation from SAQA. Please, you will see here I've indicated, do that immediately. The process is lengthy and it can take months before you have that certificate of evaluation. So please apply for that immediately. Then you find your qualification of choice on the website, verify that you meet the admission requirements. If you apply for a doctorate and you only have a 4-year honours or a 4-year bachelor's degree, colleagues, you do not comply for that qualification and your application will be declined. So make sure that you meet the requirements. We also provide you where you find your qualification, the research focus areas for that specific qualification, and based on that research focus area that you then select from the list, you must prepare a research outline. This can be between 2 and 5 pages, and we also provide you with a guideline on how to prepare the research outline. Please note, if you're applying for the coursework LLM, the MBA or the MBL, or the MCOM in Industrial Psychology by coursework, you do not have to submit or upload a research outline for these specific qualifications. Please note that if you're applying in CSET, that is the College for Science, Engineering and Technology, and in CAS, Agriculture and Environmental Sciences, if you're applying for any qualification in those two colleges, you have to also look out for the departmental questionnaire that is in the research focus area documents. It must be uploaded with your application when you apply. Then CSET applications, also note that you have to contact the department before you apply. You are in the research focus area document provided with names of possible supervisors in the different areas, and it is your responsibility to contact one of those supervisors to check with them whether they will be prepared to assist you and supervise you. You need to upload that letter that they will provide to you as part of your online application process. Then I've mentioned a few of the supporting documents already, but please note they must be uploaded in a separate digital form. Each document by itself, and not a document that contains all of the different qualifications. So it must be separate documents. We need a complete academic record, which includes the institution's grading scale, and this specifically apply for our foreign qualifications. Then your ID document, or a valid passport document, or your birth certificate. What we mean with valid passport document, the passport must not have expired. It is very important. Then your research outline that you've prepared, the SAQA certificate, if you have it already available, or at least proof that you have applied at SAQA, you can upload that for us. The departmental questionnaires I've already mentioned to you, and then the letter from the department, and you can also upload a CV if it's required, and proof of registration as a social worker if you are applying in the Department of Social Work. When you apply and you are provided with the list of supporting documents, those that are compulsory will be indicated in red. The only one that will not be in red will be the SAQA, because it's most probably not relevant to you if you are if you obtained your qualifications in South Africa. So please note that this is important, that you should upload all of these supporting documents. And you will have 10 days after you have applied to upload any of these documents to ensure that your application can be processed. That's obviously excluding the SAQA certificate. As long as you've applied, we will still assist and verify your application. The application process is really easy. It's just important that you follow all the steps to ensure that you have a complete application. Step 1, if you have not studied at UNISA before, you have to apply for a student number. After that, you will pay the 135 non-refundable application fee. As soon as you have the student number, you immediately go to step 2, and that is to apply for admission. And then once you've applied for admission and you've saved and uploaded your application, you will be requested to upload your supporting documents. Just a reminder, those in red are compulsory. And then if you're a foreign student, either the SAQA certificate or proof that you've applied at SAQA. Important, if you already have a UNISA student number, you only do step 2 and step 3. The student number that you've been provided before will be your student number for life, and you also do not have to pay the application fee. What happens after you have applied? The period from where you applied until you actually know whether you've been approved or not can be a few months. It is important that if you have any documents outstanding, that you will upload these within 10 days after you've applied the application. Otherwise, your application will be declined and you'll have to go through the process to apply for admission and upload your supporting documents for a second time. If the application is complete, meaning we've checked that you've meet the minimum admission requirements, you uploaded all the supporting documents, that application will be referred to the relevant academic department. You will receive confirmation via email that the application has been referred for consideration. When you make your application, there will be communication. So every step that we take in our process, where we process your application, you will receive communication for us. So please be on the lookout for that. The departments have different selection dates. You will find that some departments, the smaller departments, will immediately, when we send the application, process it, do an evaluation of the research outline and your academic records, and they will provide us very quickly with an outcome on whether you've been accepted or not. There are different levels of approval. It will go from the department to the head of the graduate offices, where the recommendation from the department will either be approved or declined. And we will then, once we receive that back from the department, we will inform you whether you've been accepted or not. The majority of departments only do their selections during January and February 24. That will mean if you applied in October or November, you could only receive the outcome in March 2024. It is a lengthy period to wait, but it's important to not panic. We will inform you in the first week in March whether you have been accepted or not. If your application is not approved, we will provide you with the reason, and we will also give you a way forward, whether that means that you've got to do a module for non-degree purposes, and we will assist you with that, or whether you must first do another qualification before you can be admitted. That will all be part of the process when your application is not approved. On the other hand, if your application is approved, you will be receiving confirmation of that. You will receive the name and the contact details of your supervisor. Please, if you receive that letter and the contact details for some or other reason did not pull through on your letter, please send an email to mnd@unisa.ac.za for clarity on that, and we will gladly assist you. Now your admission has been approved, and what to do next? You register online from 9 January to 31st March 2024. It could be that that registration date of the 9th of January could be a bit earlier, could be around the 5th of January. We are still waiting for confirmation, but definitely if you go online on the 9th of January, you will be able to register online. You pay the registration fee. That will only be available at the end of December. Beginning January, that you will be able to see what is the amount is that you need to pay. You can claim your MyLife email address and then access My UNISA. That is UNISA student portal. It is important to claim your MyLife email address because that is going to be the email that you must use when you communicate with UNISA. From now on until forever, that will be your email address that you need to use when you contact us. After your registration has been confirmed, you must please contact your supervisor. You access the M&D dashboard. All this information will be provided to you on the website where you will be able to know what to do. And important, read the procedures for masters and doctoral degrees. It's important that you understand the rules that govern masters and doctoral degrees. In that information, we provide you with information on the deferment process, should it happen that you need to apply for a deferment. We also give you guidelines on the way forward when you get to that point in your registration where you have to submit for examination. All of that processes are explained to you in the procedures for masters and doctoral degrees. It's really the most important document that you have to have a look at. And I just want to mention to you, if you've previously studied with UNISA and you have a MyLife email address, when we inform you about the outcome of your application or send an academic record to you, we will always use your MyLife email address. So make sure that you can access it, and when necessary, if you've forgotten your password, that you make sure that you resolve that before the application process ends so that you can access that email addresses. Colleagues, I just want to mention to you the procedures for masters and doctors degrees, forms and policies. All of that are on the UNISA website. If you go to apply and you click on masters and doctors, on the frame on the left side of the screen, you will find qualifications, you will find the research examination processes, you will also find procedures and forms and policies and rules that is important for you to have access to and make sure that you read them. That is all from me, colleagues. If you have any questions, please do that in the chat box and we will gladly assist you. Should you have any further inquiries around your application for masters and doctors, you are welcome to send an email to m&d@unisa.ac.za for further assistance. Please note that M&D is not a person, but it is an email address where all emails from our masters and doctoral students are collected and where we then access those to respond to your inquiries. All the best. I hope you have a lovely evening and that you found the presentation to standard and it has assisted you to make it an easy apply process. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Greetings to our prospective postgraduate student. I am Dr. Tony Nelson Majila, and I am a research training officer in the School of Interdisciplinary Research and Graduate Studies in the College of Graduate Studies. So my role in the college includes coordinating research training workshops, including that of postgraduate students as well as supervisors. And today I am going to share with you the research support that is available in the college to ensure that you succeed as a prospective student. So what type of research support do we provide to postgraduate students in the College of Graduate Students? We start with you when you are a prospective student. So during the pre-application phase, we support you to populate the research outline form. As you all know, it is very important to have a good research outline form in order for your application to be successful and to be considered by your department. And as you can see, it will have a title, your name, student number, proposed qualification, the college, the department, but most importantly, the research focus area, which these are the areas that your departments are offering. And the problem statement, which is very important, and as well as the significance of the study, the aims and objectives, as well as the literature review and the methodology. And we have this workshop loaded on the college YouTube channel. We will share this presentation with the link and you may access this recording. We also have several workshops, including Turnitin workshop for honors as well as masters and PhD students. This type of workshop responds to research integrity as well as similarity and plagiarism. So we take you through this theory as well as on how to use this software, uploading your documents and interpreting the results on the several indexes. There are also statistical support units where they provide quantitative services on research, design, data collection, tools and techniques, as well as data capturing, data analysis and interpretation, as well as presentation of quantitative results. We have the library training, where we take you through the reference management softwares and tools. So UNISA have softwares and licenses like Mendeley and RefWorks, which will help you as a postgraduate student, especially when you're doing your literature review. We also give you access to our databases, a lot of databases for free. And after you have registered, we link your UNISA email account to that of Google Scholar. So wherever you are, you can access every publication, journal publication or books, wherever you are on the system. We have two schools. One school is School of Interdisciplinary Research and Graduate Studies. And we offer research training workshops for honors as well as masters and PhD students on proposal writing, academic writing skills, theoretical and conceptual frameworks and models, as well as various aspects of methodology. You have philosophical foundation, population techniques and samplings, data collection tools, data analysis, trustworthiness of data, and as well as ethics, including writing for publication. As you are aware, for PhD students, it is mandatory to have a publication which form part of your examination process, and we do support you on this journey. We have another school, that is School of Transdisciplinary Research and Graduate Studies, where we also provide support to our honors and MND students. And most of the workshop in this school takes place in the evening around 6 o'clock, because we know most of the students have engagement, they are working, and so on. We host online accelerated postgraduate support program, where we take you through the development of your proposal. For those who are doing masters and PhD, the development of the thesis and dissertation, academic writing for publication, as well as grant writing. And for our PhD students, they have an opportunity to participate and be capacitated in the Supervision Capacity Program. That is a DHET, Department of Higher Education and Training, supported initiative with UNISA. There are also other research intervention, the student showcase, where all postgraduate students, honors, masters, and PhD, they participate in the showcase by forwarding their abstract. And it is a competition where we will have the winners at UNISA, and they will go outside and compete nationally, and the winners can enjoy the benefits of traveling the world and showcasing their research. We also have 3 minutes thesis competition. This one is for PhDs. It runs across all colleges, and again, the winners of UNISA compete in the national one. We have PhD colloquiums, research methodology in Davos, and many seminars which are multi and inter and transdisciplinary in nature. So to follow us, you can follow us on Facebook. We are present in Facebook, on Twitter, and on the YouTube channel. This is a channel where we post all the research training workshops in case you have missed it. And I thank you. Good luck with your application. Thank you.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mutabat Sindurutendo from the Division of Student Funding, but in particular, the bursary section. So I am going to be telling you about the postgraduate bursaries that we have available. Thank you. My first presentation will be based on the masters and doctoral bursaries that we have available. So who are we? We are the UNISA DSF Postgraduate Bursary Administration, which is divided into 2 subsections. The first section being DSF PG Bursaries Application section, and the second section is DSF PG Bursaries Award section. We offer 2 groups of bursaries, which are namely postgraduate diploma and honors bursaries, as well as masters and doctoral bursaries. However, my focus now will be on masters and doctoral bursaries. Applications open on the 1st of November, each and every single academic year. Who can apply for this bursary? UNISA South African and international masters and doctoral students, which with preference given to South African students according to an 80-20% ratio. Masters by coursework. Masters by coursework students who have passed at least 2 coursework modules by the 31st of January in the year 2024. Masters and doctoral research students who have completed their research proposal phase by the 31st January 2024. Who cannot apply? UNISA permanent staff members are not permitted to apply for this bursary. First year masters and doctoral students are not permitted to apply for the bursary. Students who already hold a postgraduate degree at the same or a higher NQF level to the qualification registered for in 2024 cannot apply for this bursary. What does the bursary fund? So the bursary does not fund special study programs, including certificates or non-degree purpose programs. The bursary covers only the tuition fees as well as the research activities allowance. So for master's degree by research and experimental research, this bursary will cover the tuition fee plus research allowance, which is limited to an amount of 55,000 over the first 3 consecutive years of funding. For master's degree by coursework, the bursary will cover tuition fees plus research allowance that is limited to 25,000 over the first 2 consecutive years of funding. For the doctoral degree by research, the bursary is going to cover tuition fees plus research allowance, which is limited to an amount of 80,000 over the first 4 consecutive years of funding. For students registered for doctoral degree by experimental research, the bursary is going to cover tuition fee plus research allowance that is limited to 120,000 over the first 4 consecutive years. So depicted here is the manner in which the students will have to process their applications online. So I'm not gonna go through this this whole information which is being shown here. The students should just go to the website and write postgraduate bursaries at UNISA, then they will be directed to the correct platform to process their applications. And it's worth noting that the applications are only being processed online. Now moving to the 2024 academic year, honors bursaries. So who can apply for this bursary? Only South African citizens who have completed an NQF level 7 UNISA undergraduate qualification by the 31st of January 2024. With an average of 60% on the entire qualification, inclusive of failed and supplemented modules. Students who have passed 3 honors modules with an average of 60%, as well as returning South African citizens, UNISA NQF level 8 honors or PG diploma beneficiaries who have passed their previously funded or registered module with an average of 50%. Who cannot apply? UNISA permanent staff members, graduate School of Business Leadership students registered for postgraduate diploma in business management, postgraduate diploma in project management, students registered for special study programs, including certificates and non-degree purpose programs, which are not eligible for this bursary. Students who only completed special study programs, including certificates and non-degree purpose programs, and do not have a UNISA NQF level 7 qualification. Students who already hold a postgraduate degree at the same or a higher NQF level to the qualification registered. It is worth noting that only students who have got an NQF level 7 qualification obtained from UNISA are eligible to apply for this bursary. What does the bursary fund? The bursary covers tuition fees only. The bursary does not provide any laptop accommodation or textbook or additional study material allowances. The bursary funds students for 2 consecutive years of funding, subject to second year reapplication. The bursary does not cover failed or repeating modules. The bursary does not fund additional or different NQF level 8 qualification from the one previously funded. The bursary does not cover historic debts. Please note that applications must be submitted online via my UNISA. No late or incomplete or email or hand-delivered applications will be accepted or considered. UNISA gives no guarantee that the bursary will be awarded to all eligible students, as the bursary is subject to the availability of funds. If you have been a beneficiary for the full bursary year, student will not be funded for an additional year whatsoever. If a student fails to comply with any of the conditions of the bursary and or terminates their studies, their UNISA postgraduate bursary will be cancelled, and the current year's UNISA postgraduate bursary amount awarded will be charged to the student's account, which will be handed over to the UNISA Legal and Finance Department to effect the collection process. It is worth noting that students will have to apply for the bursary each and every single academic year that they will be requiring funding. You may contact us through inquiries through these channels. Inquiries that will be attended to at the DSFPG Bazar application section. They can be channeled to cgspgb@unisa.ac.za. These inquiries are relating to the UNISA postgraduate bursary processes, processing and approval of bursary applications, receipt and processing of the bursary contracts, post approval and awarding of successful application. Thank you.